Welcome back into Studio 5. We focus a lot on the ages and stages of kids, but today we're all about shifting stages that mothers go through. We're zooming in on that moment in motherhood when kids grow up and moms start to rethink their role and sort of wonder, now what? Studio 5 contributor Connie Sokol is here with advice on how to navigate that stage of motherhood when your kids start to grow into adulthood. It's not quite empty nester stage,
yes,
but almost there. How do you describe it?
Yeah, in betweener mom. Like, I've been trying to find a good coinage and I can't. I'm like, okay, you know, that transitional mom, the oldish mom, I gotta like take issue with that. But I came back to boring old adult mom. We are no longer this hover mother and doing. That way, it's more of, we're now coming at it more as an adult mom. And that's such a shift.
It throws women off sometimes, you say.
It does. Well, and I think it's because we're in it before we realize it. It's not because all the kids are gone and there's this definite defined stage.
It happens like that.
It's more of, okay, a couple are leaving and you still have young ones there and then you still have teenagers, but they're getting older. And so it's kind of, you're in it before you realize it's happening.
Well, a lot of women, we know a lot of women, in fact, in this phase of life who use it as this creative launching point, right? They really use it as a moment to redefine yourself. Do you think that's a good idea?
Absolutely. And I say embrace it. Sometimes women are like sobbing, oh my gosh, my kids are leaving. And I say yes, and enjoy that for 30 minutes, maybe a day. And then celebrate all that you've done. Celebrate what their stages are because they're moving on and so do you.
How does your parenting approach shift during that time, how you parent your children?
Oh my gosh, it's so individual for everyone, but there is a general shift of now you are approaching it as two adults, and there really should be a shift. There should be, if they're living in your home, there still should be rules. And hopefully not many, but the first one being respect. We respect each other as an adult and respect that mom and dad still own this home and you are still living here by our loving graciousness. And that means that there are some rules. So you decide, take them to lunch, say, here's what my dad and I have talked about. We have rules about a job, how much you do, part-time, full-time, are you going to school, part-time, full-time? Do they do laundry, their own? Do they help around the house? And what does that look like? Is it bigger, more advanced jobs, house repairs, things like that? What is it? Do they own their own car? I mean, these are things you've got to sit down, nail out together, and then talk with your adult child about.
From that emotional standpoint, stepping back just a minute, apologies, but if you're struggling to make that transition emotionally, because I think that can be hard for a lot of women, this has been their identity for so long.
Yes.
Does it help to look back and reflect, or does that anchor you in?
Yes, I think definitely. Especially my older boys, they went to college, then they went on church missions, and at first, you know, my first thought was, oops, like what, all the things that I didn't teach them. But then I said, I'm looking at it wrong. I need to go back and go, what did I do well? What went well? And I actually did. I wrote down some things, and one of the things big thing, like I taught them to read, like love reading. And whatever they do with it from here, that's their deal. But the nights that I was exhausted, but I still read to them, not for hours, but just read, I look at that and I think, that's something that I gave and that I did. And so it's important. Put in your journal, write down 10 things, 10 great things I did as a mom, celebrate it. Take them all to dinner and go, woohoo.
It would be so easy to start questioning, right, what you did or didn't do. Is it, as we talk about setting those rules for those adultish children, is it too late to still instill those values and those beliefs?
Absolutely not. And in fact, I think that's the thing that we get wrong is that, oh, they're adults now, and then we step back completely and go, oh, well, they're adults now. No, they always will still need the mom part, but it's the approach that's different. Now we're more of a support and a guide and a resource, and that's good. So we can share with them our vision and share with them what we see in them and who they are and can become. A friend of mine said that her daughter was dating this guy that she felt she was living below her value system and her potential, and she didn't know. She said, I don't know if I can say anything because she's an adult.
Right.
And I said, yeah, you're still the mom. So the approach is important, but share those things so it gives them a clear choice and a very big vision.
So the approach is changing, the lessons might not necessarily be changing all that much.
No, I don't think so. Still giving them that encouragement, that push, that vision, but then it's more of a, here's something to think about. Here's what I'm thinking. Take you to lunch and here's what I'm thinking.
You say it's a great time for moms to examine that connection, or rather how they're connecting with their kids, and look for fun, new ways to do it, more grown-up ways.
Well, and flip that whole thing of taking them to lunch. Take them to lunch and ask them their advice. This is such a great stage for you to validate their independence and what they've learned and the wisdom that they've gained so far. So ask them about work questions, business decisions. Ask them about running the home. What do you think is a good way to do? Ask them parenting stuff. It is so fun. You know, you were that age. What did you like that mom and dad did, or what didn't you like?
And their peacock feathers just burst out.
Like, well, mom, you know, you really should. It's just so cute. It's great. And I love it. And I think it makes them feel like they get a buy-in of, look, mom values what you're saying.
I've shared this with you before, so sorry for the repeat, but I distinctly remember when this shift happened happened between myself and my dad. I was doing an internship in downtown Salt Lake. He worked in Davis County at the time. We carpooled, right? One summer in between my, sophomore and junior year at BYU. And I remember him turning questions on me, like business issues he was dealing with. And I remember feeling almost shell-shocked, like, wait, is he asking for my opinion? Yes. He's asking for my business sense. I don't have any, but I'll give it. It was a really neat moment for us.
That is perfect, because then it sparked something they didn't even know they had. Oh, I am an adult.
Oh, wait,
they see me that way.
And gave you that confidence that you can start contributing in a different way.
Yes, perfect. Your dad, you guys did it just right.
He did it fantastically. I have to compliment him on that. Is this an opportunity, this new kind of mom shift moment, for moms to focus on maybe themselves a little bit and open up the possibilities and new passions and such?
Yes, absolutely. Instead of, like I said, instead of this, oh no, gloom and doom, I'm out to pasture. No, it's look at all the life wisdom and experience you've gained, and then some of those latent things that you kind of shelved a little bit while you were really focused on those certain younger stages. And now you can pull those out and redevelop those, magnify and pull your kids into them. Say, let's go do a marathon together. Let's go do a painting class together. Enjoy those things in this new way, but keep developing and opening.
And you like the idea of women teaming up with one another to pursue interests.
Oh my gosh, totally. In fact, one of my favorite stories is about Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony. And we all know the latter really well, but the first was the one that really got it going. She was anti-slavery first, her whole family, then even her husband, and then she saw the disparity with women and she said, we need the right to vote. Her husband was all for it, helped her spearhead the first women's rights convention, but Elizabeth had 7 kids, can totally relate to her. So she was like, I can't go to all these places I want to. So she would write the content and Susan B. Anthony would go out and take the message.
I didn't know that.
It was wonderful. Elizabeth shared that they said that I forged the thunderbolts and she fired them. So together, they created this incredible historical change. Took 20 years, but through that synergy of their talents and development, they didn't stop. They kept sharing, doing, and then combined, and bam, they made that huge change.
I love that story. So work together to make this shift a positive one.
Yes, absolutely.
Connie, thank you so much. Hey, before I let you go, you have a great Mother's Day gift idea that we want to send out to the masses.
Just super fast, 2 ebooks, 1 inspirational, 1 funny, 2 for $5. While she's getting pampered, she can put it on her phone and read it. Super easy, ConnieSokol.com.
2 great reads, $5. You can't beat that, even as a great girlfriend gift to a mom that you love and respect yourself.
Yes,
thank you, Connie. Thank you so much. Coming up next, a new sort of nod to mom, the gift we sometimes forget to say thank you for.